That one word means that I am outside on the firing line, ready to bust some clays. Shooting skeet is the one sport that I absolutely love to do. I started 3 years ago as a freshman at West Montgomery High School, and I actually won the Montgomery tournament that year. Skeet shooting is a sport that is not only fun, but involves skill and dedication. There are several steps to follow to become a proficient skeet shooter. It is not simply throwing a gun up and pulling the trigger. Today I will inform you on what skeet shooting is, the supplies you will need, and how it is done. Skeet shooting is a recreational and competitive sport in which a clay target is thrown from a trap to simulate the flight of a bird. Participants attempt to hit or bust the skeet while it is being flung through the air at a high rate of speed and from different angles. Skeet shooting can be done at natural or built shooting fields, and scoring is easy. Each target that is hit equals 1 point, and the shooter with the most points wins. The basic supplies needed for skeet shooting consist of a shotgun, a choke tube, and ammunition. A shotgun shoots many small pellets, which make hitting a small and moving target much easier. There are many types of shotguns that are good for skeet shooting, but my favorite is a semi-automatic. I like a semi-automatic when I'm shooting skeet because there are 2 backup shots quickly available, and the shotgun itself is relatively lightweight. Shotguns come in a variety of gauges, and popular gauges for skeet shooting are the 12 gauge, which is my personal favorite, a 16 gauge, and a 20 gauge. Shotguns require a choke tube that screws into the end of the barrel. The choke tube is used to keep the pellets in a tight or loose pattern depending on your target. If your target is moving fast and is small in size, like a dove or clay, you want a loose choke, but if you're aiming at a stationary turkey at 50 yards away, you would need a tighter choke so that the pellets stay together for a longer period of time. The shotgun shells often used to shoot skeet in a 12 gauge shotgun are 7.5 or 8 shot with lead pellets rather than steel pellets, which are required for duck hunting. Lead is used in target loads because it is cheaper to produce and you aren't worried about poisoning a clay with lead like you would a duck. With steel shot, a wounded duck has a chance of surviving if the hit was not fatal, but with lead, it would eventually kill the bird days later. Once you have chosen a shotgun, choke, and ammunition, you are ready to start having fun. Skeet shooting requires a thrower which sends the clay through the air. There are different positions, but they are all usually form a semicircle around the thrower. On the shooting team, there were 3 standing points to the left of the thrower and 2 standing points to the right of the thrower. The operator of the thrower listens for the shooter to signal that they are ready by saying pull, and he then releases the clay. Once the clay is thrown, the shooter must concentrate on it by looking down the gun barrel and keeping the barrel slightly in front of the target, moving it with the clay as it is flying through the air. Moving the barrel with the clay is called swinging. The barrel must stay in line and in front of the target or you will miss. When ready to shoot, pull the trigger without jerking the gun and continue to swing even after you have fired. The more you practice your swing, the more natural it will feel. If the shooter does not use the swinging motion, it will likely shoot behind the target. After you have gotten the hang of shooting a flying target and you are hitting the majority of clays that fly past you, spend more time shooting. Just like anything else, the more you practice, the better you will become. Shooting skeet is a very enjoyable sport, and it not only can be competitive, but it also allows people who enjoy shooting and being outdoors a great pastime. It is also a great way to practice hunting for birds, if hunting is a hobby of yours like it is mine. So get outside and enjoy this 100-plus-year-old sport and find yourself saying pull and busting clays very soon.
Amen.